Hello guys, this is Dr. Shola.
And this is Afsa.
And today we're going to review three great products. We're going to review the Toperson, which I've reviewed in the previous episode. This is the new Nebula, and we've got the Kodak Pocket Projector. So we'll slowly unbox it and we'll show you what specs they have. Okay, so we're going to begin with the weights. With the Toperson, this is 1250 grams.
Yeah.
Then moving to the Nebula, which is 726 grams. And lastly, this is the Kodak. Although very small, this carries a hefty weight, 821 grams.
And with respect to the price, the Toperson is for £142 and the Nebula £469, and then this is £300. So with people with deep pocket, this is the one you get with £469.
Brilliant. And in the last episode, I mentioned about the lumens. Now, many people can get confused with the lumens actually, because sometimes you can find a projector that says 20,000 lumens and you get very excited thinking you've got the biggest and brightest one. And then once you unbox two different ones, one with 20,000 lumens and one with 100 lumens, you find sometimes that the 100 lumen is far brighter than the 20,000 lumen. That's because they all work on different scales. So the scales we're going to be working on is ANSI, the American National Standards of Intensity. And you will find that the Kodak and the Nebula are actually 200 ANSI. However, this is the 180 ANSIs. We're going to move on to unbox them just to show you what comes with each of those products.
So if you look at the Toperson, we have the HDMI cord and the remote, and just like every other one of the projector comes with a remote, and you can see this remote for the Kodak and this for the Nebula, the same for the Toperson as well. And we have the HDMI cord for the Toperson, but just the Nebula and the Kodak does not have any.
Sorry about the extra noise. We had an audience that became very irate about one of the product that we were missing. Now moving on, now that we've unboxed all the items, you can actually see the sizes of those. Now, very, very pragmatic, okay? This one, you can actually quite easily fit it into your pocket. So if you're someone who's got a job where you're moving around the country, you're doing a locum job, or you're like overnight in a hotel in your job, it's brilliant to carry around. All you have to do, take a nice long, like a 5-meter HDMI wire, connect it, project it on the wall of a hotel, and that's very easy. With this one, it's quite difficult to fit into my pocket, as you can see, not pragmatic, okay, but quite sturdy. This one feels fantastic, you know, it's very heavy, and that it's got a very luxurious kind of feel to it. As you can see, the design is very different and unique in comparison to most projectors. Most projectors are actually flat, and this is like a capsule. The remote here does feel quite luxurious and very fine. They focused on the finer details of this. So we are going to now connect this up, and we're going to show you what it projects on the wall, the sizes, so particularly the quality, saturation, and the size of the projection. Okay, so we've set it up, and we haven't quite got to showing you what the images look like. Particularly what I want to speak about is some of these products actually come with apps. Now this Toperson does not actually come with any particular apps. As you can see, I'm just flicking through, it's going through connectivity, but not any of the apps as far as I can see. I'm going to move on to showing you what the image quality looks like, but look, have a look at the projection, and just use the ceiling tiles as your marker to see how much of a projection it gives. So we're almost onto 3 tile from about 2.5 meters. For a YouTube video, 4K production, and this is how it's projecting onto the wall. It is quite bright, considering the level of light in the room, because it's not pitch black in the room. We are getting a lot of light coming from the left. Show the room door on the left. That's it, and we're getting some through this window. We've tried our best, but it's quite a windy day today, so it's not helping me. Now this product, Nebula, is amazing. This is the bee's knees. It feels nice to touch. Okay, look at that touch sensitive buttons here. And not just that, it's got two or three great features I really like about this. One is this is working without the power supply. Okay, this is completely portable. Secondly, if you have a look, flick onto the screen, it actually comes with apps, for example, Netflix, YouTube. So if you connect it to the Wi-Fi, you do not need a laptop or anything else to watch. Whereas with the other ones, you need a laptop. But this works autonomously. And not just that, it's got a keystone feature. So you know, if I do this like tilts and things like that, it actually rectifies the tilts every time I'm tilting it. It rectifies it. That's autofocus coming into it as well. Whereas with the Toperson, I had to focus it, and my fingers are tired now doing all of that. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the videos look like. So when it projects, okay, again, if you look at the tiles, it's approximately 3 tile width on the ceiling, okay, about the same size projection. Clarity wise, I feel it loses. There's a little bit of blurriness in this one, and not just that, the color saturation or the contrast is not as deep as the Toperson. A few of us, as you can see, look, you might as well see the whole team. Yeah. What do you guys think? It's better to have a collaborative opinion.
Definitely, the one to the right is much bright.
Do you think it's the right one or the left one?
The one to the right
is much brighter. So you
there
can
is
see
a picture setting in this, standard setting
and so what we're going to do, we're going to take a break and we'll see if there's a setting, because
we can change the setting here.
Yeah.
That was very sharp. This is
definitely. Even the focus. The one to the left is a little bit defocused.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing actually, because the Nebula has been really good in everything. It feels nice, it feels great, portable, but it's just on the screen quality, just let us down very slightly. Last but not least is our Kodak projector. As you can see, it's very beautiful and slim, very compact. It could fit into my palm. It's got quite nice finishing, okay, very reflective. Another great thing about the Kodak is that it comes with built-in apps as well. So all you need to do is just connect it to the Wi-Fi, and you can get going instantly. So it's fully, it's perfect for a traveler or a globetrotter. Perfect. You just fit it in the pocket, get out. You don't need to use anything else. No laptops or TVs. It's not reliant on anything else. It's got the built-in apps, and you can get going. There you go. The screen projection size. Again, if you look at the ceiling, it's about almost 3 tiles. So they all project equal magnification. This one seems a little bit blurrier than the previous 2. Color saturation is a little bit duller as well. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to do a comparison of the Kodak with the Toperson. To give you a little bit about the sound, it's quite loud actually. We just tried the Kodak, and I couldn't even hear it. I thought I was going deaf. So this is what you get. It's quite loud actually, and you'd have the neighbors actually complaining with this one. We're comparing Toperson with Kodak. Toperson is on your right hand side, just here, and that's your Kodak on the left hand side. You can see them side by side. Actually, Kodak's not bad here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm quite impressed.
It's better than Nebula, yes.
So it's beaten Nebula when it comes to quality and saturation, but I still think Toperson is better. The sound output was fantastic. Quality of the image, very sharp images, not pixelated at all. There's no pixelation. Whereas with the Nebula and the Kodak, on the subtitles you could actually see pixelations. We're gonna do a summary in a moment. I'm gonna have a guest speaker do the summary for us. Well, let me introduce you to Mr. Gunda. He is the consultant, and he's gonna speak about his projector.
Okay, for me, portability is the most important factor. So I think this is the clear winner in that point of view. This helps me to do a lot of presentations. Sound is not a big issue. So for me, Kodak Luma 350 is a best winner based on portability.
Yeah, for me, the Nebula is a very good projector. It's handy, portable, and it has autofocus. So it's good to use at home for children. And the sound is awesome. fantastic. So for me, sound is very important. This I can use outdoor easily. I don't have to worry with the sound from the laptop. So this is very good for
So my journey started initially looking for a very portable, in fact, a pocket-sized projector. Now, I did initially buy the Toperson, and then slowly I started reviewing all of the projectors, and I had to muster up a lot of courage to get something bigger, because I don't usually go for bigger. I like traveling light, and what I did, I began to like this. I grew into this projector because the quality is absolutely fantastic. Sound quality is awesome, and to be honest, it still is portable. It's not that big if you really look at it, you know, and we can move around. It's not like I need two people to help me move this around. So I began to like this. But another fact that you should be aware of, those cost well over £300. This cost me half that price. Okay, that was £469. This is £142. It doesn't break your bank, and many people would be able to afford this, whereas when you go for a £400 projector, you really have to think twice or thrice before you purchase it. So I'm actually very happy with this, and we just done a comparison, side-by-side comparison. Toperson always came on top when it came to comparison of image quality. So there you go, this baby is fantastic. We've got two fantastic guest speakers here as well, who we would like to have comprehensive knowledge and wisdom from. This is Omar, and this is Jahangir.
Hello.
And so if we begin with Omar.
So first of all, I think you can get everything in one device. You can get the best quality and the best for the image and for the sound, and as well the price. So you need to set your minds according to your needs, and accordingly to get the best projector for that. But for sure, that's going to compromise the other factors. So what I can see that each one of my colleagues got the projector that exactly and perfectly satisfies the needs for each one of them, either the quality of the picture or the sound or the price or the career nature for the presentations. So generally speaking, you get the thing that's going to satisfy your needs. This is number one. Number two, yes, big difference in money. This is very important these days. So in my opinion, if I'm going to get a projector and trying to get something in the middle, in between for everything, most probably I'm going with the Toperson. This for me. I don't know what about you.
Moving on to Jahangir.
Yeah. So yeah, I will just like Omar clarified very nice that each one of them has a strong point, and but you know, you do have to compromise on something. Like if you get portability, you have to compromise on sound quality. If you want sound quality, you have to compromise on price. But if you want very nice picture quality, very good sound quality, you have to compromise on the portability. And yeah, but for me also, I will definitely go with the Toperson because it's very nice bang for your buck. I mean, it's 140 quid and you get very nice picture quality, very awesome sound quality. You do compromise a bit on portability, but you know, portability is not an issue for me. But you know, the sound and picture quality, it's the best of the best. So yeah, I think I would go with the Toperson.
I think we agreed that the movie night today will be in Afzal's home.
Definitely.
But you're getting the popcorns and the nachos.
Yeah, sure.
That's fine. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and please subscribe.
Bye.